Hey everybody, it's Jill for today. I don't know about you, but I am ready for some healthy, fat-free, delicious, and because it's winter, warming food. So I am making a fat-free cannellini and kale soup. And I'll tell you, every time I make this recipe, I change it up just a little bit here and there, but this is my good basic recipe. So let's get started. And it's an Instapot recipe. Can't beat it, can't beat it. Okay, so let's come on down to the pot here. I've got it warming up on manual, and I'm gonna put a little water in there so you can hear it's ready to go. And then I have got celery. That's got 2 good ribs of celery. And I've got a medium onion that's chopped as well. And then I have 2 small carrots or one and a half large one. And I do have some garlic chopped, but I'm going to put that in after I get this sauteing going, because we want to get this started before we put the garlic in. And see, I just got onion on the rim of my Instapot here. So we're just going to let this get started in the saute mode and get it to where it's a little translucent, and then we will be back. Okay, we are back, and as you can see, these are translucent and they are ready for the next step, which is the garlic. And I've got, believe it or not, 4 cloves of garlic there. Love the garlic. And we'll go ahead and stir that in. And as tempted as I always am when I start to cook any kind of bean dish to add salt, it's not a good idea when you're using the Instapot. I'm not sure what the chemical or the scientific part of it is, but they don't cook as well, or they take a little longer. So I'm going to add now, I've got some dried rosemary, and I'm going to add, it's about a teaspoon. So we've added that. Going to add some pepper here, pepper to your liking. You know, maybe a 1/4 teaspoon, something along that line, because it is going to be a soup. And I have my better than bouillon, not chicken, and that's going to go in. And because I'm going to be putting water in here, I don't dilute it first and make an actual broth. I just, you know, put what the requirement is for the broth, and that's what I do. Makes it a little less of a step. All right, I've got cannellini beans here. These are pre-soaked, and what I actually did was fast soak them, which is put them in boiling water, let them cook boil for 2 minutes, take them off the heat, and let them sit for an hour. So these are ready to go in the pot. Give this a nice stir to make sure everything is incorporated. And now we're going to add some water to take care of that broth. And because this is a soup, we're going to add, you know, a good amount of water in here, plus the beans have to cook. So we're going to bring it, I think, to maybe the 8. I think that's good, about the 8.5 cup level, because the kale is going to go into this after the beans are cooked. And I'll show you that step once we're done. But I wouldn't want to put the kale in here now, because by the time the kale is, the beans are cooked, that kale is going to be, you know, nowheresville. So hey, we're going to put the lid on. Make sure that is on, not vent, but what's that say there? I think it says locked. That's where we want it. I'm going to turn on the manual for 7 minutes. Okay, it's set for 7 minutes. Of course, when the steam starts to build up pressure, my little button will pop up, and as soon as that 7 minutes is over, I'm going to let it, there's my pot, take a natural release. I'm not going to fast release it, and then we'll come back and I'll show you the next step. We're back, and my pot has gone down natural release. I'll tell you, it took 29 minutes to come down to that natural release. So we're going to open the pot and see what we've got here, huh? Here we go. Okay. We're going to take a little stir here. Looks good. It's just one of our beans to see if it is done. Hot. Done. Okay. And it's done just perfectly, because I'm going to start adding more stuff to it. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Not much because I just tasted that broth. It's pretty salty. Half a, maybe a quarter cup of chopped parsley. I've chiffonaded 6 basil leaves. Those are going to go in. And then what I have here is a big bag of chopped kale, as you can probably see. I bought one of these big bags, and is it on the camera there? Can they see the kale? Great. Anyway, I bought one of these huge bags of chopped kale, and I've got to do something more with it than have salads. So that's really one of the reasons I made this soup. So I'm going to put in here, I will bet 3 to 4 cups, and we're going to see how that looks. So let's stir this up. I can see already this looks really, really good. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. So I think really it was between 3 and 4 cups. So what I'm going to do here, because I want that kale, right, to cook, I'm just going to leave it in the warm mode, like it is right now, and I'm going to put a lid on it. Now, I do have one of the glass slow cooker lids. You could put the Instapot lid back on it, like so, and just let it sit there, right? Or you could put a plate over it. But what you want to do is just let it sit there for maybe 20 minutes or so until that kale has a chance to get softened and get to the party with their beans and the broth and all of that. So we're going to go ahead and, as I said, I'm going to put this just at a warm, and I would think maybe we're going to look back on it in about 20 minutes. Okay, I have to make a correction here. I realized when I put the lid on my pot, my slow cooker lid, I realized that it wasn't manual I wanted it on. I did want it on slow cooker. So what you do is, and I turned it off so you could see what I'm doing. I'm going to hit the slow cook, and I'm going to hit the adjust so it goes to less. See there? And then I'll let it, again, sit for about that 20 minutes or so. It's warmer on the slow cook, and that's really what we want. So anyway, correction there, and we will be back to taste real soon. We're back, and it's ready to be looked at and tasted. Here we go. As I said, I had forgotten I didn't leave it on warm. I put it on slow cook on low, but does that look really, really delicious? Healthy. Oh, and it's fat-free. Director, are you ready to take a sample of this?
I reckon so.
All right, come on around. You ready to try this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You want some red chili flakes on yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Okay, let's give it a little shake-a-rooney there.
Oh, God.
I really got him good.
I may have to leave the room quickly.
All right, let's give it a shot, huh?
Oh, wow.
Oh, we'll scrape some of them off. Gosh, okay, you ready?
I don't know.
Gosh, I cannot wait to have something healthy in my body. Really hot. Ooh, that kale.
That's good.
Yeah.
Chili flakes.
Yeah, I kind of overdid it on the chili flakes.
Kale is good. It's not too
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not limp. Because, you know, as this sits and you put it in the refrigerator, it is going to soften up. So you want to kind of get a running jump on it.
I actually think it needs a little salt. Ooh, but it doesn't need any more chili flakes.
Dang, I really got it, didn't I? Are the beans dry enough for you? What do you think?
Let me taste it. Miss the bean.
I think I might have given it 8 minutes instead of 7
The
minutes.
beans are out really
just al dente.
Yeah, but usually the Instapot has a tendency, if you follow the recommended timing, it'll make the beans a little mushy. So,
But I still think, I mean, the carrot's nice and firm.
yeah.
So I think let's go 8 minutes on the Instapot. Those beans just, even though they were pre-soaked
Yeah, the
as
beans
well.
are not done though.
No. In fact, probably I will do this. I will put this back in my Instapot on the slow cook and let it sit there probably for an hour just to kind of make sure those beans are cooked. I'll put those instructions in there because, you know, lots of times I use the canned beans, and I said, heck, why am I using canned beans when I got my Instapot, you know?
Well, you hit it with that pepper flakes though.
But it's a winter recipe.
Yes,
it's a
very
winter
good.
recipe.
Delicious.
You just need to cook those beans a little more, but it's delicious, it's nourishing, it's healthy, and it's fat-free. All right, are we done here?
We are.
All right. Tell your Thanks for watching. Tell your friends. Subscribe if you haven't. Thumbs up. You know. Tell your friends. Did I say that
Yep.
already?
Enjoy the rest of the week, but eat healthy in the new year.
Absolutely. See y'all, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.